A widespread up bar closing on the highs, pushing up and through an old top to the left. This is demand and an effort to go up. After this event, the market usually rests or starts to react. You are now looking for indications of strength to confirm that strength. Okay, so Philip, do you want to discuss absorption volume? It confuses people, right. And I think you and Tom would be very good to discuss absorption volume, because remember Tom's book says ultra high volume bars, they're weak, but of course there's the exception, and this is it. So listen very carefully.
This is the one exception to high volume up bars. When you see an up bar and it's penetrating an old area to the left, an old area which is a resistance to the left, that is bullish if it is true absorption. What you need to be careful of is to make sure it genuinely does take out the highs to the left.
All of them?
All of them, because if it doesn't, then it can actually be a very weak signal, so you have to be careful there. But once it's done that, the market will very often then come back down and test the area where it's broken out, what we call a test of a breakout, and that then gives you a very strong entry signal to go long. And
now describe a test of a breakout, because that's a signal within Trade Guider, isn't it? It's in the software.
Yes,
that's in fact that's the one we forgot. Test of a breakout. Yeah, go on.
Well, it's a test. It's another test in a rising market, really,
Same
because
thing,
by then you're in a rising trend. What's happened is you've gone up, you've seen the absorption volume, which is the increase in volume to the upside, but that increase in volume will have had some supply on it. And remember, when we have tests have a purpose. They have to test supply. And so what the test would do in a rising market, or the test of a breakout here, would be it would be testing the supply which is involved on that breakout to the upside. And if it's successful, the market will then continue up.
Okay. Now, Alan had a question for Tom, but I think what we'll do here, because of time, most of you know that Tom does a newsletter every Friday which discusses what the market's going to do next week. Every Saturday. Now, you haven't been wrong yet at all, and everyone can go and vouch for that. You've been spot on. The newsletter for this week we're doing on Monday morning, I believe, so it'll be ready for the for pre-market. Everybody who signed up for the seminar will send you a copy of for this seminar, as you paid for it. We'll send you a copy of the newsletter so you can see it. Because Alan wanted to know, we were looking at the stock Apple, and he said you've got to be careful with Apple, because if the parent index continues to go up, Apple may move sideways and may follow it. Even though there's signs of weakness there, that weakness may just move it sideways, and if the parent goes, it'll take Apple with it. So maybe can you cover that in your newsletter? That would be great.
Look at Apple.
Look at Apple and look at the parent, and we'll do an in-depth analysis for you. And everybody that's here will send you the newsletter. All right. So because of time, we're running out of time. We've got more charts to go, but Alan will do that for you. Okay, going long after you see absorption, it's very simple. Wait, don't rush in. We are looking for a test of the volume. You place a buy order when you see absorption bar closing on the safest place to enter. So place a buy order above that absorption bar, that ultra high volume bar, after you've seen the test, and that will usually be where you'll get a safer entry.